What is up guys, Wraec is here with a new video, and today I want to show you a bug that I found, and it's actually pretty game breaking. I think one of the worst bugs that I have found in the game yet. As you know, I'm still doing Void campaign at the moment, 6.6.2 actually, still the Gustin stage. I'm making some progress, still improving my lineup, and one of the things that is of course worth improving is always my DTV, and I looked into his skills. And there is one skill in particular that we want to take a look at, and that is his Destiny rank 4 skill. 4? Is it 4 or 3? Let me be right about that. It's the Destiny rank 4 skill. It's this one. And you have some pretty nice damage options there, which is quite rare. He doesn't have too many damage options in his skills. He's mainly about buffing himself, other heroes, stuff like that. And then you have this one, frontline damage. Then you have one that deals damage to all heroes. And then you have this one that deals damage to backline enemies with a chance to freeze them. Quite nice, actually. Gives you a little bit of an opportunity to target your stuff. And, well, I was obviously looking to not hit those Gustins because this just triggers every single round. It triggers together with this main transition skill. At the end of each round consumes 3 layers, and then this effect basically triggers. And so at the end of each round we should hit the enemy, and well, it doesn't exactly do that. So let me make sure we have the skill equipped, because we will test it in Flame Shrine actually. So actually don't have it equipped. Good that I looked. We will equip it. And as you know, my heroes don't really die in Flame Shrine. There's not really any opportunity for that. We have 1.8 billion life on this Olivia. We have, even on the Heart Watcher, it's still 1.5 billion HP. So those guys don't die. They are very tanky. And we have even a bit of heal on this team. So there is not really any opportunity for that. Though you are going to see something quite surprising. So that's the same team, Flame Shrine New. You can see it like right there. And first few rounds aren't that exciting. Later on, well, our back row is going to take a few hits. Because what this skill actually does is it hits your own heroes. It even has a chance to CC them. So at the end of this round, we can actually, for the first time, we should see a decrease in the shield there. Bam, our shield is gone. So it really hits our back row. And in the last fight where I tested this, my heroes actually died, and there you can see Unbending Will triggered on 2 of our heroes there. Our Mystic Fairy Freya actually took quite the hit, and the funny thing is it seems to scale with the Endless Cane that is on him and all of the buffs, so he really hits our own heroes, does quite a good job at that, and eventually will kill them. And once we see the first guy die, I think we will just skip it. But it is some quite insane damage. You can see there's obviously just one hit, and the rest, well, the boss, they can't really do anything to us, so we don't lose many will layers too fast. Yeah, can't even punch through the shield, and there it was. Our first heroes died. Even the SQH now losing HP. And that is not a small hero, this SQH. 5e plus 15 is of course horrible. Yeah, it killed the entire back row. The only thing that I'm still kind of interested in, he should hit himself. Do we want to try that? That's kind of interesting. I didn't try that yet. That's kind of cool. Let's see how that works out, because he should hit himself. Hey, that's really fancy. If the back row is gone, he should just hit himself. So we're just going to switch that artifact away and are going to make sure he has the skill equipped, and then we're just going to place him in the fight. And yeah, it's really just hit this skill. I wanted to make sure, I wanted to show you guys another fight where it doesn't happen, but I guess you can imagine that. It's way cooler, I think, to just show that. Leave and just place this guy. And now he should kill himself. That's kind of fancy. I didn't try that yet. I mean, he now gives himself energy, now he froze himself. Yeah, that's part of the skill. Freezing is part of the skill. He just froze himself. And again. Oh my god, that's so horrible. Stop hitting yourself. Weakness disclosure there. I mean, what would happen if we had weakness disclosure and triggered that skill? And we're not really killing ourselves here. That's at least something, I guess. You could see that we froze ourselves, so that was kind of interesting. Still increasing in shield, kinda, which is weird. but it hit ourselves, so that's very fancy, yeah. So this is by far the worst bugged skill that we have in the game. It's actually quite horrible, and the H should fix that. The other skills here, they work as intended. I tried this one. This really hits all of the enemies, so it works. Usually I tend to use this one. I don't really see the use of the first one, 1500% damage. If you just really want to avoid hitting the back row, okay, go for that. But if you just looking for damage, this one is alright. And this one, well, it hits ourself. If it was not hitting ourself, I think with 30% chance to freeze, it would be quite alright. But yeah, at the current state, it's not that great. I am going to report that to DH Games actually, and we'll see if they fix it or when they fix it. Apparently it has been known by some players for some time. Some of the people in Omega Project told me they had seen that during their initial clear, because when you actually look at Vulcan and you try to decide on which skill to use there, and this is quite the skill that you would take a look at. Just having some extra CC on Vulcan would be rather nice, so I would see myself using that even against the Gustin stage that I'm currently fighting, just because getting a random freeze on an Armorer or on like one of the Ignis, that could be deciding on whether or not I win this fight. So it would not be a bad skill at all, even though I think the Armorer would not really stay CC'd. End of round, that is one of the end of round questions, because she has -1 rounds that she's controlled. And if it's at the end of the round and counts as like in round 1, for example, then one round would actually pass right at the end of the round, which would mean that she would never be CC'd by that. That is a bit weird. Well, not really what I wanted to talk about. I just want to make you guys aware to not pick this skill ever. It is probably the worst skill we've ever seen. Kind of the funny interaction worth showing off, I thought. But yeah, make sure to not use that. We are actually getting close to 8,900 subscribers, so if you want, or 9,000 subscribers. Again, I made that in another video, the same mistake. It's 9,000 subscribers, so if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you do that. And with that, guys, I wish you a great day. I will see us in the next one.